Hey everyone, this is Chris Kies. Today I am in Nashville, Tennessee at the Brooklyn Bowl. First time we've ever shot a reg run down here. And it's none other than the Hives. We're here today with Vigilante. Vigilante, how you doing?
Hey man, pretty good. How are you?
Very well. Yeah. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for letting us come and explore the Brooklyn Bowl for the first time and talk gear with you.
Yeah, thank you. It's a nice venue.
Yeah, off camera here there's bowling alleys, so it really is a bowl. Brooklyn Bowl.
They're doing the lanes right now.
We have not come here to talk about the 710 splits. We have come to here to talk gear.
Yeah.
Now you're a man of Coronet.
Yes.
Can you show us that and tell
sure.
us about it? I know it's an original, right? Not a reissue. This is an original.
No, this is 59 Epiphone Coronet. I got this probably like 20 years ago, and it was fucking. Can I swear?
Yes, absolutely.
It was fucking mint condition.
It's encouraged, actually.
Yeah. No, it was just brand new, spanking.
And what made you get it? Was it the looks?
No,
or was
yeah,
it
I played Epiphones before. I
Okay.
did the Crestwood Custom Deluxes, like the 3 pickups with the bat wing head. But they were kind of thin necks, and I always liked the looks of these, but they're really hard to find. So I mean, it took me a couple of years, and then I bought it in Chicago, and then I think I played every show since.
Really?
Since that, because that's all.
Proof.
Yeah, that's proof. It's like I'm almost through the body.
Now, were you specifically looking for this one? Because I know this is a 59, and the early 59s had this like weirdo like single coil pickup, where the later runs had the more traditional P90.
No, it's. I mean, this is the one that I wanted, which has. I think they only made them in 58 and 59.
Yeah, with that specific pickup.
Yeah,
I think later they went to the P90.
Yeah. So, but this is a New Yorker pickup, and I think it's just a cool looking guitar. It's pretty much like a Tele, but like with reverse.
Yeah. Man, it's beat to hell.
Yeah.
And I imagine it's on all the records too. You said you live, or no, you don't record.
The thing is that I haven't recorded a bunch of stuff with it, because it's always like in the warehouse.
Yeah. With
the touring gear, and then we were supposed to record. Like I never bring it, but I do sometimes.
Now I know that you guys have kind of a gear backline set up, in Europe and stuff for America. Now, does this go on all the shows? So like this is
every show.
Okay.
Yeah.
And have you had to do anything to it to upgrade the parts
Not
or change anything out?
Yeah, I think I changed frets a few years ago.
Okay.
And I was doing a show in London a long time ago, and it kind of got a crack here, and then. Like 5 years ago, the headstock just split in two.
Oh, wow.
After, like exactly where the watch hit the neck.
Wow.
So I had to glue that back together, but it looks okay.
Man, piece of wood and glue, but it's still rocking.
Yeah. I think sometimes, guitars that has been broken almost sounds better when you glue them back together.
Yeah.
So for some reason, I don't know why.
Yeah, I wonder why that is.
Yeah. And also the thing that the more you play guitar, the better it sounds.
Yeah, I've definitely heard that.
Yeah.
I believe that.
Yeah.
It just gets almost like the sweat.
Yeah.
Your DNA gets into the guitar and it becomes a whole thing.
And it's like, this is super microphonic, so like whenever you touch anything, it's go boom, 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 boom.
Now, and the knobs, have you ever had any issues with those knobs? Because they're so peculiar. I feel like you could get stuff caught on it.
No, I love them.
Okay. And strings, do you have any specific strings that you go for?
I do kind of heavy strings. I think it's 12s,
okay.
12, 50, whatever.
Yeah, you like fighting it.
Yep. And these are the, what are they called, the new ones, the new Ernie Ball, the...
Slinkies, power slinkies maybe?
No.
Paradigm.
Oh.
What?
Paradigm.
Yeah.
Paradigm.
Yeah. They're really good, because I always had a problem finding strings that will last me through the set without breaking, and it's just like a few brands that actually work.
And on that question, following up, what do you use for picks?
Anything special? I used to. We usually have the custom picks, but I run out. But I do the Dunlop picks, the Tortex.
Okay.
114s.
Oh, so heavy picks too.
Or heavier, yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, 140. So that's
heavy
why.
Picks, heavy
that's why I dig a hole in the fucking guitar.
Yeah, man. And so, is this most of the night, and maybe break a string, or is this a backup, or is this a Flying V?
Yeah,
for certain
I always
songs?
have another guitar with me on every show, and I usually have one that has a neck pickup.
Okay.
Because some of the songs I need, just a neck pickup.
Okay.
But most, like 95% of the set, I'll play just this guitar.
Okay. And so this one, is there anything special about this one? Is it probably a reissue?
Yeah, I don't know what year it is from, but I would say maybe like 90s something.
Okay.
It's just It's just a Flying V, Gibson, and I changed the pickups.
Okay.
I think they're lollers.
Okay.
Lower pickups. And this guitar has been broken in half.
Say, that's what I was pointing at.
A couple of times, but it actually sounds better glued back together. Also very noisy and like.
Do you recall how that split happened? Was it an accident or was it
Yeah,
on stage?
I think I is.
Oh, okay.
I was bowling.
Bowling for soup.
Yeah. No, but I mean it's a Flying V. They look cool.
Yeah, man.
And it sounds really good with these pickups on.
Especially like for me, it would look ridiculous on me, but you're a big strapped man. Like that looks good.
Looks like a small toothpick on me.
And same strings on that 12s?
Yeah.
Okay. And are you guys in standard or like E flat? What tunings are you guys
in? Standard tuning.
All right. Well, Vigilante, I think it's time to move to amps. And
cool,
if I
man.
recall, you've been using these divided by 13s and Fenders for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is my most important amp. I think I always have a Vibro King.
Okay.
That's my go-to.
Why do you like that?
I don't know. I just think it's one of the best sounding amps. And I used to tour with vintage amps, but they break down all the time. So I had these for a long time. I think I have 2 in the US and maybe 4 in Europe.
Okay. And then the divided by 13, I know you've used for a while too, right?
Yeah.
And how did you get turned on to divided by 13? It's kind of a boutique company.
Yeah, I know. I think that, I mean, sometimes some amps just make it, whatever you put in there, it'll sound the same.
Yeah.
But I think with the divided by 13, what I love about it is that it sounds like the guitar. So if you have a vintage guitar or something, it'll kind of shine through the amp.
Okay.
And yeah, I have that in Europe too, a few heads.
And do you use them both at the same time, or one's a backup?
No, they're just on both at the same time. Yeah.
Right.
So this is and then sometimes I have an orange head as well with me.
Okay.
So I'll kind of do switch around a bit, but today it's the divided by 30.
And with the Vibro King, I know that sometimes the cabinet or the combo comes in different configurations. Is that 3x12 or 3x10?
It's 3/10, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then this one I imagine is 412?
Yeah, it's a orange 412.
And if it's standard orange, I'm sure it's Celestians. That's typically what they go for.
I'm sure there's.
And then you like the juxtaposition and the combination of the 10-inch speakers and the 12s?
Yeah.
Sounds.
I always try to have like a head and cab and then the Vibro King.
Well, I think at this point, Vigilante, it's time to talk pedals.
Cool.
If anyone's been to show or know your guys' music, it's rock and roll as hell. But you do have a few pedals, so let's go through those and how you use them. So
Yeah, sure.
before we go any further, let's give the audience just a taste of, we're plugged into the orange cab and we're hearing the divided by 13, so just like
Okay.
just dry rock, baby.
Yeah, that's it.
And so walk us through the pedals. I want to start with the BF2M because that is so peculiar to me. I need to know.
Yeah.
Can you divulge some secrets?
No.
Really?
No, it's
I was like, shit.
It's
the whole part of the show.
No, it's a buffer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, from a company in Denmark. It's called Carlstroem.
Do you know what internally is going on? Because that is a big box.
Not
for a buffer.
really. I know it was really expensive. And I think, I mean, they tell me it's really good, so I just.
Hey.
It's just like, I mean, just running long cables back and forth to the amp and like long cables to the guitar.
Help with the signal.
Yeah, kind of. You lose so much info on the way.
Yeah.
And I know, like you'll talk to him later, but the other guitar player, he has an even longer cord than me, and it's tough. So a buffer it's really good to have.
Crucial. Okay. Now you got 4 pedals. Where should we start? You got your name on one pedal, so let's go there maybe.
Yeah, this is it's just a tremolo with like a square form.
Okay.
So just on and off. So it's.
Now, I mean, it's pretty badass to have a name and have your own pedal.
Yeah.
But is there a reason that you don't use the Vibro King? I know that has like a vibrato.
No,
circuit.
I need this really square form, just on and off, like ta 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 ta. Yeah, it's more like an effect, and especially if I have the fuzz on and the tremolo is like.
It's like a helicopter.
Yeah, so I mean, there's no sound there that is like they're not shimmery and shiny. It's more like noise.
Yeah.
Noise pedals.
Now, what about the delay there? You got Mad Professor?
Yeah, It's a deep blue delay and just like a short delay.
Yeah,
and
pretty subtle.
Yeah, not.
Like a slap back.
Yeah, and then for some songs I just fuck around with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, just a slapback echo.
And speaking of noise, you got two noisemakers there. You get the Pog and you get the Fuzz Factory.
Yeah.
How are you using those?
I mean, I always had the Fuzz Factory. Just I remember when I found that pedal so long ago, but then I never stopped using it.
Yeah.
It's just mean sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're definitely getting people's attention with that. And what about the Pog? How are you using that?
I mean, there's some songs that we used to have organs for in the studio, like an organ intro, so I'll do like a fake organ thing, half fake organ sound.
Maybe like Go Right Ahead? I know that sometimes there's a sax in
Yeah,
that part.
not that one, but I can't remember the name of the song even. My Time Is Coming.
Ah.
And then also, I mean, just for effect, I have usually.
Man, our cameras are still in one piece, so that's
and then
massive.
This is the organ. So that's pretty much it.
Man.
I mean, we don't use a lot of pedals. It's
for fun.
Mostly fuzz and just noise.
Not a lot of pedals, but it's rock and roll as hell. Can't wait to see the show later. Thank you so much, Vigilante. Now we're going to talk to Nicholaus. Thank you. All right, we're on the other side of the stage with Nicholaus. Nicholaus, how you doing?
Very good, thanks.
Thank you. As we'll quickly see, as anyone saw the last one we did like 7 or 8 years ago, things haven't changed much, but we'll still talk about it just in case no one has seen that one. So
yeah,
you got the Telecaster that has been bruised and abused by you.
Yeah, this one has been with me for quite some time. I can't really remember for how long. I've used a bunch of different Telecasters over the years, but this is the one that I've stuck with.
And what do you enjoy about it that keeps you going back to it?
It sounds good. I think it's my best sounding guitar, and it's been that way for quite some time, I think. I mean, I have a bunch of other ones that sound great too, but this is, well, I mean, it just ends up being your sort of main axe as well. And then, you know, like we said, we have pretty much the same stuff all the way through as we had last time we did one of these. And I guess, you know, if you feel like you have a winning team at, you know, one point or another, then there's no real reason to change it.
As I say, it's one less thing to worry about.
Yes,
you know?
yes.
Some people obsess over it, and then once you kind of find the recipe you're looking for, you got it.
Oh, definitely, yeah. And that's exactly what we're doing here. It's pretty basic stuff to be,
now,
for real.
Vigilante, he keeps that Coronet with him across the world. Now, is this just American?
Yeah, this one goes. No, this one goes with me all over the world. The only one I keep in America is this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is there anything we should know about the pickups? Are those original with the guitar?
I would think so. Yeah, I don't know much about it. It's I bought it from Tele, our singer. He was buying a lot of guitars, and I would sometimes play them, and he would put them live, and I would use them, and I was like, yeah, I really like this guitar, and he was like, well, that's actually mine, and I bought it from him. So, but I think this one has one of those some original pickups that were like they have more windings or something.
Okay.
So this one's got a lot of output. So that's very cool.
Now, I see that you moved the pickup selector from up top down bottom. I imagine that's just because it kept getting in the way.
No, there's actually no pickup selector on here. This is one of the pots, and this one just fell out, I think. And these are taped in here too. So it's basically when stuff breaks. So I don't even think this one is connected anywhere.
Okay, so it's just a bridge.
So it's just this one, yeah. And this is just, you know. So and it's got a crack here too. So it's been taped, and now I think it's been glued. So yeah, but it's.
Do you have any issues with the 3-bolt neck? I know that a lot of people say that it's less stable.
I have had a lot of issues with that before, but I think maybe that was because the guitar was cracked in the body as well. So then I've had it fixed and glued and all of that stuff, and now it actually works pretty well. Like the guy who fixed it didn't want to change to a 4-knot. Yeah, so I'm still using the original with the 3 screws, and it works okay. So since then I haven't had a problem with it.
Okay. And with Vigilante, he uses 12s. Are you using heavy strings like him, or?
I don't really know what strings I have now. I think I have maybe 11 or something. Yeah. Okay, I gotta go ahead from that guy. Yeah, so 11. Yeah. So 11 to what is it, like?
I think 52 or 54.
Yeah, something like that maybe. Yeah, we'll see.
And do you have? Do you know if it's like Diodario or Ernie Balls?
I mean, we have an endorsement now from Ernie Ball, so now I'm using the new Paradigms. I guess they're fairly new, so they work really well. Usually we've had problems, like it's really that one and one other brand that has been working that lasted me a show.
Yeah. Wow.
Otherwise, I haven't been able to use any other strings because they just break. But these ones work, so they last me a show, which is great.
And want to talk about this one, because this one you said has a friend built this for you, or you helped co-design the white one.
Yeah. No, I've actually designed it and he built it for me. So it says here the Arsonette. I'm Nicholaus Arson, and it says the Arsonette, and it's built by D. Sundberg in favor of the hands of N. Arson. So,
it's great.
Yeah, I can talk about it. It's a. I mean, I've been using Teles exclusively because they last. I mean, they work. They stay in tune and they work well, and
you can glue them back together?
Yes. If they break, you can glue them back together. But they've been, and I like the way they sound. I mean, being in Nashville, like my setup is really sort of a country setup. A really sharp sounding Telecaster through a Fender amp. Yeah. So it's really a country setup to some extent. So, and then.
You got a little bit more influence, with I think you said off camera that you were going for like a Firebird feel with the Telecaster.
I wanted it to be something different than just, since I got the chance of designing my own guitar, I wanted it to be something different than just a Telecaster. Mm-hmm. So I made the headstock longer because I thought it kind of looked like a cross between a Tele headstock and an Echo guitar, like Italian old 60s guitars. So I thought that was cool. And then I did the Firebird bridge because I always thought that was neat. And I could also, whenever I've played a Gibson, I think the Firebird has worked the best for me. I kind of like those guitars. So I figured, I'll have that little, bridge type thing going through the guitar. And then, what else? Yeah, there's a little tone chamber.
Yeah, you said it's chambered there.
So that one's sort of that. But this one is just routed in here just because so that I wanted the tone to die. I wanted it to be more of a sort of a banjo, strummier sort of drum feel to it. Like no sustain. I didn't like that. I just wanted it to be clack, 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 clack.
Very
yeah, that's what I want a guitar to sound like. Like rhythmic and like percussion almost.
Yeah.
That's why I like the like this pickup picks up a lot of sound, like it's very, very microphonic, and I like that too. So you can hear, almost strumming sounds, and you can scream into it. And then,
yeah, imagine if you hit it, like you said, it probably picks up all that. And
it picks up everything, which is great. Yeah.
Now, like you said, you were alluded to it. We have 2 Fender amps. How are you running? Are they both on, the Bandmaster and the Vibrolux?
Yeah.
Both on at the same time. No, neither one of them's like a backup or anything, right? No,
they're just on. I don't really know how Hutch uses them now. Our sound man, how he uses them now, but I think he's using both of them. They both have mics on them, so I would think so. But these are usually the types that I go for, like my main stuff, like Vibroluxes and stuff like that. Like even Princetons and smaller Fender amps are usually my
now, are these
go-to thing.
The same amps that maybe you would record with, or are these just specifically for touring in America?
With recording, it's very, very different. But we brought these to, since they're here in America, whenever we record in America, we brought this to recordings as well. So it's, if you want that, often when you record though, you want weirder sounds. Like these are great sounds, and then sometimes when you record, you want weird sounds. So, because sometimes when you record, great sounds will sound very normal.
Yeah.
So it's just like a regular sound. But for live, these are the best sounds.
And I imagine, because they look pretty beat up and road worn, I imagine these are both original, not reissues?
Yeah, no, this one's original. Like this one is, I got this one, this one's sort of, I guess, late 60s or 70s. I don't really know. But I got this one in Los Angeles in 2001, I think.
Wow,
And then I've used it since. Yeah, so I've used that one since then. And that one, I don't really know where it comes from, but apparently it's mine, I think.
And is there anything we should know about the Arson cab? Obviously, it's got your last name on it.
Yeah. Well, the Arson cabs, we had a full-on high watt backline like that.
Oh yeah.
We had a full-on. We had a white backline and we had a black backline. That was all of these like high watt amps, and then we replaced all the. So I had the Nicholaus amp and the Arson and the whatnots, and then sometimes we would flip them so it'd be black and white kind of. Yeah. So we had all of that. So these are just sort of remains from that.
Gotcha.
Because the sound of these Fenders were always, to me, way superior than the high watt amps.
And it's like kind of people can identify that in your live sound. You know, once you, like you said, you found what you were looking for sonically, you can just let it be.
Yeah. No, you meet I've met a lot of people who say they play guitar and who they want to copy my sound and stuff, and it shouldn't be too hard, I don't think. Like, it's there. The rest is in the wrist, you know.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's time to talk about the few pedals you do have.
Yeah.
All right, Nicholaus, we are at your pedal board. It is mini, but it is mighty. So how are you using the 3 pedals that you do have? Because as you told me off camera, the TC Electronic phaser is no longer in use.
I don't use it. I only use it for whenever we do a song that has a phaser on it, and we're not playing that one on this tour. So I'm left with the 3 that I use over here.
Okay. Let's start with the farthest to the left. How are you using that, and what pedal is that actually?
The Prunes and Custer. Or farthest from the left. Is that the right one? Which one are we going for?
Left. Sorry.
Yeah, the left one. Yeah. Bear in mind, English is my second language. So, yeah, Prunes and Custard. This is my harmonic generator. This is the. So this is my regular sound then. And then this one is then my fuzz.
Now, are you using that just for like solos or parts where you want to jump out, or is that on?
I use it for songs like the one I just played, Go Right Ahead. I use it for that one, and then I use it for parts in certain songs, like, and some solos as well. Yeah. And
then you got a delay and dynamic wah. So how are you using those?
I'm using the delay just as a sort of a. It's sort of a slapback thing. Just to have some, well, ambience or whatever.
Yeah. Add a little bit of life to it.
Yeah.
And the wah, I imagine, is just.
And I use that one for solos as well and stuff like. So it's sort of Dead Kennedy sounding stuff.
Yeah. East Bay Ray.
Yeah.
And the dynamic wah, how are you using that?
That one's really only for one song. It's for Hate Sartoli song, so it's, whoops. So it's, you know. And that's really the only song I use that one for. And this one used to be a, what's it called, DOD, the envelope filter. And then those are hard to find and they would break and stuff, so now I have to use the Boss dynamic wah for that, and it works just as well. Like, because these pedals are very sturdy, like you can go pretty hard on them.
And if one does break, you pretty much find a Boss pedal
anywhere. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, these are all over the place.
And like you said before, the TC Electronic phaser is there, but it's not getting used.
Yeah, and I had this for, we have a song called, is it a little more, no wait. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's not. Yeah, it's not even dialed in, but and I can't remember what the song is called, but yeah, I used to use it.
Well, regardless, Nicholaus, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
Everyone out there, stay safe, keep rocking.